Alright guys, everyone, welcome to the Bailey News Network. I am your host, Jesus Bailey. As always, this is a little segment I made up on the fly, and I talk about some news articles here and there, and I give my take on it. So, I'm just some guy on the internet who has a Rumble account. Follow me on Rumble. I also have an X account. You can follow me on X and True Social, and TikTok, and all other social media platforms. However, preferably Rumble, because it is the source of free speech, of true free speech, just like X. Although X has its certain restrictions. So Rumble would be the go-to. You guys follow me at Rumble at Jesus Bailey 91950. That's JESUS BAILEY 91950. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about some articles here, give my take, and then move on, proceed to the next one. I also want to know your guys' take on some things in the comment section, or if you want to follow and give your take on that, it's fine too. And I'm open to criticism, absolutely. I'm not going to shut you guys down if you criticize what I do, or if you have a different belief. I think one of the important things in this country is to not shut down people's free speech, as well as the Second Amendment. So, with that being said, let's get started. So Biden, the fake president, in my opinion, he's the fake president. He's been running these campaign ads and all this stuff attacking Donald Trump. And for those of you who don't know or can't see through the wire and see through the bullshit, we all know this is all political games, all political tactic for Biden to throw his political opposition in prison. But at what cost, dude? Like, Biden's not even going to make it 4 more years. He's saying, oh, you got 4 more years. He's not going to make it 4 more years. What I think is going to happen is he's going to totally step down and hand it over to Kamala Harris or Michelle Obama or Gavin Newsom. And then that person's going to hand it over to Barack Obama. That's my belief. That's what I think is going to happen. And that's very, very possible. It's not impossible. It's very possible. But instead of being the president of the United States, Barack Obama is going to be the president of the United Nations, so effectively world leader, world supreme leader of Barack Obama, which is what he was trained to do, is what he's aiming for. But anyways, about Biden. So he had Robert De Niro fairly recently at a rally, and Robert De Niro was giving a spiel, running his mouth about Trump, saying, oh yeah, he's a criminal, he's a gangster, and he's that, and he collided with Trump supporters.
You're not going to intimidate. That's what Trump does, to try to intimidate. We have to fight back.
You're washed
We're
up.
trying to do
You're
the most.
washed up. You're washed up.
We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. The Democrats. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
So this guy, Robert De Niro, a washed up actor, getting into politics. Like, who goes and asks Robert De Niro for his political expertise? I most certainly don't. So they brought up Robert De Niro, George Lopez.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
I have to say, I'm surprised that somebody can be so racially out with their views targeted toward people. You know, I don't think of him much as a president, and I think less of him as a man.
And what do you make of the fact that there's a real possibility, he could be reelected?
He could actually be president again. And if he is, Chris, I said I was going to leave the country the first time, not until I pay all my taxes. I'm staying here. But I just think it's beneath what America has stood for.
What I know of, George Clooney, who runs the CIA. He runs the CIA to a certain extent from what I hear. Thanks, Alex Jones. Julia Roberts. Barack Obama. They're all at this fundraiser. They raised $30 million. So fucking what? So, oh, and Jack Black. Jack Black is also there, and he's running his fucking fat mouth. He's saying, oh yeah, democracy's on the line. Jack Black takes the call every single time. Like, dude, you're fucking garbage, bro. And then he gives this rant. His political rant. And he's wearing these goofy overalls. And he's like a fat fucking slob in fucking American overalls. And he's like, oh yeah, democracy's on the line. I, Jack Black, need to come save the day. And everyone's just like laughing It sounds so fucking fake. It must be fucking fake because I didn't find anything funny that Jack Black personally said.
Days ago, my manager called me and said George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president and speak here tonight. And I said, I am in. When and where? And thank you. And then they said, Jack, we know how busy you are. You don't have time. Look at all the other events that are happening tonight that you already turned down. MC at the Fliegelman Bat Mitzvah. The opening of the new Jack in the Box in Oxnard. Judge at the 2nd Annual Imperial Valley Avocado Festival. You don't see that on Meryl Streep's resume. I said, I know I turned them down, but my president needs me. Thank you. And then they hit me with the big one. They said, Jack, you can't go. You have nothing to wear. Your good suit is in the cleaners. Well, were they wrong? Because I had this to wear. My kick-ass American flag overalls. Most patriotic outfit of all times. That shut them up. There wasn't much they could say after that. And when the president wins in November... Yeah! I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a sweet shout out in his victory speech for what I gave up to be here. Because when democracy is at stake, Jack Black answers the call. Mr. President, you're welcome. That's not the president, that's not Judge, it's a random dude. But I thought it would look better if I talked right to a guy.
Where in Jack Black's speech was I supposed to laugh? I don't know, I find it unfunny. And it's crazy how everyone on the left seems to be unfunny. They think they're funny. They're getting the fake laughs. They're pushing the applaud button. And they have a fake crowd that fakes laughs. That fake laughs. Everyone's just paid to be there. Or they're given free tickets to get some little clout, like Dylan Mulvaney on Jeopardy. And so it's all fake. It's all show. These people truly don't believe in their own bullshit. It's crazy. You know, me, I fight for what I believe in, and I believe for what I find. You know, I believe my shit. I stand with it 100%. Unlike these motherfuckers on the left. It's fucking crazy. So Jack Black, George Clooney, Robert De Niro, George Lopez, they're all frauds. That's what they get paid to do, is to lie to people. To try to persuade them to go anti-American, essentially, in the long run. That's what they're pushing for, anti-America. So, Hollywood and the CIA, I mean, they have a long history. Hollywood and the CIA, if you want to look that up and do your own research, don't take my word for it just because I'm saying it. I advise everyone to do their own research. So, Hollywood and the CIA, they have stronghold. And they're there to lie to people, to try to buffoon the American people in a way. Speaking of Biden, he recently had a meeting at the G7 summit with other world leaders. And I'm reading this headline from the Daily Beast. President Biden didn't freeze at star-studded Hollywood fundraiser. This guy is freezing all over the place, and they have no choice but to say, oh no, he didn't freeze. It's Trump misinformation. It's a deep fake video. It's a cheap fake video. Russia, all over fucking again. Because this is all fucking garbage, dude. Like, they're saying, oh no, that didn't happen. Biden never freezes. It's just Trump talking shit. And reality, we all know this fucking guy freezes, dude. They're just, like, trying to cover his ass. And I don't understand why they're trying to do that. Because they're trying to lie about something. Then, when you lie, you have to come up with more lies to cover up that first lie. And then, eventually, shit just falls apart. And the truth eventually comes out. So why these guys are lying, I don't fucking know. But the article says, less than a week after being derided for using a deceptively edited clip of President Joe Biden to suggest that he wandered off, quote, wandered off, during a G7 economic summit in Italy, right-wing pundits and media outlets, including Rupert Murdoch's New York Post, published another round of stories featuring a similarly edited clip of the president, this time in an attempted smear to defame the 81-year-old for freezing up while on stage at a fundraiser. Yeah. This shit isn't fixed. So this guy, Biden, if that even is Biden, the real Biden could be dead for all we know. So he's freezing up on fucking stage. He's pooping his fucking pants. He's getting lost all over the place. And they're saying that this doesn't happen when clearly we're watching it live. They're saying this is fake when we're watching it live on live television. They're covering it live. And they're saying that that shit never happened.
France.
A few moments later.
How stupid do they think that we are? So all this political fucking game is garbage. It's garbage. They keep trying to defend this guy. And when we can see broad as daylight and the people are calling for him, for this guy not to be present anymore as president. Once again, I don't believe he's the actual president. I refuse to acknowledge him as a president because he is not that. So this is in New York. 2 New York City police officers hurt in shootout with moped riding robbery suspect. So they have this moped riding gang that consists of Venezuelan illegal immigrants. So the Venezuelan illegal immigrants, they know they're gonna fuck shit up. They're coming here with the intention of fucking shit up.
Cops arrested 7 people yesterday in what they call a highly sophisticated grand larceny pattern, a series of snatch and grab moped robberies that they've been tracking since December of last year. In total, this one pattern alone, they claim, are upwards of 60 incidents of perpetrators, too, on a moped, simply snatching and grabbing property from unsuspecting victims. One of those victims was a 67-year-old woman from Brooklyn who was dragged by the perpetrators on the moped into a bike rack rather violently, sustaining serious injuries. Cops say the ringleader of this pattern is a man by the name of Mr. Victor Para. Para is believed to have used WhatsApp and Facebook to put out a blast, a request, willing to pay up to $600 a phone, $300 for someone willing to drive the moped. And once he had the phone, Mr. Para had the ability to jailbreak it, get into the victims' financials, their bank account, their credit cards, use it for unauthorized transactions, or just drain it. Mr. Para is still being sought by police. Investigators yesterday said that this is a particularly difficult pattern, seeing as how most of the subjects reside in the city's migrant shelter system. They have challenges identifying these people as they may go by multiple names and not have traditional means of identification. Mr. Para is still being sought by police, and the investigation remains ongoing.
So they're not here seeking asylum like everyone else is saying. No, they're fucking shit up, dude. And it's like, okay, if you can't respect the laws of the land, if you can't have common decency, what the fuck are you even doing here, dude? Like, yeah, deport this fucking clown immediately. Deport this fucking criminal jerk-off dickhead immediately. The Tren de Aragua, the Venezuelan gang infiltrating the United States. Now, this is from CNN. Do I believe what this article says? I don't believe everything that CNN posts, but, you know, they have some posts that are just, they can't deny it anymore. And so I don't know exactly what it is they're doing here. Maybe they've come to the realization, like, oh shit, this is actually real, we can't hide it. So, the dangerous Venezuelan gang infiltrating the U.S. that you probably know nothing about, but should. An alleged multi-state human trafficking ring forcing immigrant women into prostitution. The mysterious killing of a former police officer in South Florida. Attacks against police officers in New York. The arrest of a drug dealer in Chicago. Local and federal officials say these apparently unrelated crimes have a common denominator. Tren de Aragua, a transnational criminal gang that originated in a Venezuelan prison and has slowly made its way south and north in recent years. They say it's now operating in the United States. The scale of its operations is unknown, but crimes attributed to alleged members of the gang have worried elected officials, and some Republican members of Congress have asked the Biden administration to formally designate the vicious gang as a transnational criminal organization. For several years, the criminal group has terrorized South American countries, including Venezuela as country of origin, as well as Bolivia, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. Retired General Oscar Naranjo, a former Vice President of Colombia and Chief of the Colombian National Police, told CNN that the gang is the most disruptive criminal organization operating nowadays in Latin America, a true challenge for the region. Now, I'm just going to add that they don't notice how they don't list Guatemala or Mexico. Yeah, because Mexico has like multiple cartel members, multiple cartels, and so if they try that shit over in Mexico, they're gonna get squashed out by the cartels immediately. And I don't think that the Mexican government, along with the United States government, and possibly even the Israeli government and the CIA, would allow the overthrowing of criminal operations in Mexico. I think it would be plain sight. I think the people would actually revolt, and there will be a lot of bloodshed. I mean, there's a lot of bloodshed now, but there would be a lot more bloodshed if that was the case. So something's gotta get done, dude. And what's being done? Absolutely nothing, dude. They gotta start deporting these motherfuckers, or fucking just I don't know, maybe deporting them first and foremost, not letting them in. I don't know, maybe not letting them in to begin with in the first place would be the fucking issue, dude. That'd be the solution to everything, is to not let them in the first place. Because what the fuck is going on? I mean, letting all these people in. How do we determine who actually needs asylum? So you let them in first, and then you determine, oh yeah, this person needs asylum, this person doesn't need asylum. And then that's not even including all the motherfuckers who didn't even get caught, who are here unknowingly. But here's the thing, we know that they're here already, because this motherfucking administration is just letting them all in. Yeah, guys, the party is over here. Yeah, asylum seekers, yeah, come through. But then you get all these military-aged men wearing tactical gear, 511 gear, from China, from Pakistan, from Iran, from all over the fucking world, and you don't know who these people are, dude. They're coming out of prisons, they're coming out of insane asylums, they're murderers, they're fucking rapists. But go ahead and cancel me, guys, for saying that Latin American, Venezuelan murderers and rapists are fucking roaming the streets of the United States. Go ahead and cancel me for that. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. You have to call bullshit out for what it is. You have to call things out for what it is, and I stand on my shit, and that's why I don't care. You guys cancel me or not. So, it is what it is. But thank goodness for Rumble. If you haven't already done so, I advise that you also invest in things that you truly stand for. How I invested in Rumble stock, because I truly believe in the cause that the Rumble platform has provided. Their ultimate free speech. Even if I don't agree with things that Kanye West says, or Nick Fuentes says, or that anybody else says, the Young Turks, for example, I think the Young Turks are absolutely garbage. But they're free to say what they want, and you're free to tune into them if you want to. I personally don't, but I think the Young Turks have that freedom to have their platform and say what they want to say. If it's on Rumble, or if it's on their own platform, or if it's on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever. I don't think TikTok should ban the Young Turks for pushing their garbage or pushing their point of view. It's ultimately up to the viewer to make that determination or not. But even CNN, even like The View, should be able to have the freedom to have a Rumble account or an X account, for that matter, which they do have an X account. But if they wanted to get a Rumble, hey, more power to them. It's up, I mean, you know, good luck to them when they're getting 5 views a day or 500 views a fucking month, because nobody's going to tune into The View or CNN on Rumble. You know, who's going to go to Rumble? Who's going to download the Rumble app and go see The View when they can watch someone like, I don't know, Donald Trump Jr., who's not a mainstream media person, but yeah, he's getting millions and millions of views. Kimberly Guilfoyle, the wife of Donald Trump Jr., also getting millions and millions of views on Rumble. People like OAN, One America News, Charlie Kirk, Steve Bannon, Alex Jones, these guys are getting millions and millions of views on Rumble, which is not a mainstream platform, but nonetheless, they're outdoing all the mainstream guys. So, kudos to Rumble. I advise everyone to invest in Rumble stock or download the Rumble app and tune in for Rumble news and things like that. You subscribe to your favorite channel. That's including myself at the Bailey News Network, Jesus Bailey, 91950. That's nothing better than free speech. That's how you have a true democracy, not this bullshit going on where they're trying to lock up their political opposition. Where we're essentially becoming Venezuela because they're trying to do Trump in. They're also trying to take away his right to defend himself. So they're taking away Trump's First Amendment. They're taking away Trump's Second Amendment because the NYPD is pushing to take away Trump's CCW, which I call total bullshit. Of course, he has Secret Service, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to defend himself.
President Trump's license to carry a gun is about to be revoked.
It sure is. Atlanta News First anchor Savannah Louie at the First Alert breaking news desk with these new details. Savannah.
Yeah, Alan, Tracy, the New York City Police Department is preparing to revoke former President Donald Trump's license to carry a gun. 2 of Trump's 3 pistols he was licensed to carry were turned over to authorities back in March, and a 3rd pistol was lawfully moved to Florida. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon is a federal crime.
So absolute garbage coming from the left. Doesn't surprise me. It's all usual. And, you know, I was talking to a few friends about how could we solve all this bullshit going on. How do we save America? How do we save America? And he told me, oh, you know, I have a feeling the American experiment, the great American experiment, is due for expiration, as much as I hate to say it. That all this shit was all a fucking experiment to see how far we go. And now that we reached a tipping point, shit's really gonna hit the fucking fan. We're living in some crazy times right now. It's a crazy time to be alive right now. First time in American history that a former president, in my case, you know, in my opinion, still the president, has been convicted of felony charges. But the difference between me and someone else, someone on the left, is they're like so convinced that all those 34 charges are legitimate, but I deem them as illegitimate. What is even the charge? But that's okay. Hunter Biden has been charged on 3 gun charges, 3 felony gun charges, which actually fucking happened, dude. They actually fucking happened. And they said, okay, you guys want to fuck with Trump? We're gonna fuck with you. So they're doing away Hunter Biden. They're gonna give him 25 years in prison, I think max. Good. I think he absolutely deserves it. And Biden comes out and says that he's not going to pardon his son. Why is that? Because it's going to make him look bad. It's going to make him look like a hypocrite. It's going to ruin any chances that he has of ever keeping his presidency. I mean, the guy's deteriorating in real fucking time now. I mean, G7 spaces out. He's at a Juneteenth, a concert. At the concert in the White House. Spaces out. He freezes. You don't even know where he's at, dude. So Biden is a laughingstock in the world, and he's supposed to be the leader of the free world. Like, who even is this guy? And he's like freezing and squatting down and pooping his pants in front of everybody. Like, what a fucking joke, dude. I'm ready for this fucking joke to end. Seriously. I'm ready for this fucking joke to end. Meanwhile, more money to Ukraine. Biden apologizes to Zelensky. Sorry, couldn't get the money fast enough, but I'm working on that right now as we speak. As a matter of fact, here's more money. So that I do not get. Why are we sending all this money to fucking Ukraine? Meanwhile, our country's getting fucked. Our country's getting fucking fucked. And we're sending all our money to Ukraine. Citizens are unhappy. There's civil unrest, essentially. And it's just going to build and build and build. Come November 5th, if we even make it to November 5th, shit is really going to get crazy. Like, I can't deny it. It's just the inevitable. Shit is really going to get crazy no matter who ends up on top of this all. So if there's going to be Biden, it's going to be election fraud all over again. If it's going to be Trump, you're going to have BLM riots and all this garbage and all this nonsense. And meanwhile, Maxine Waters and everybody else, Hillary Clinton, when she said deplorables, she wasn't fucking joking around. I think she really fucking meant that. She'll look at people like me who support Donald Trump, who support liberty, who support the Second Amendment, free speech. She'll look at someone like me and just be like, okay, this guy's a fucking useless eater. Yeah, we could just kill him off. That's how these people truly fucking think. That's how these people truly fucking think. Hillary Clinton, Saul Alinsky, Obama. That's how they all think. They think people are so fucking expendable. They are anti-human. And that is not just my opinion, but that is the truth. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says he supports mass ban to curb crime. Cowards cover their face. So, Eric Adams flip-flopping around saying cowards cover their face, but he wants to put Trump in Rikers Island. And the same moped gang, the same Venezuelan moped gang that are running rampant and doing all this crime, he wants to hire them as lifeguards. Like, dude, give me a fucking break, Eric Adams. You fucking coward. Fucking faggot. 3 shot, 2 fatally in Inwood, Manhattan, near subway station. New York governor considers face mask ban on subway to deter crime. Manhunt continues 48 hours after a 13-year-old girl sexually assaulted at NYC Park. So, a bunch of crazy shit going on in New York. What's fucking new over there? It's just like amplified now. New York has been amplified. It's like times 1,000 crime now. But the FBI is not even allowed to report this stuff because they want to make it seem like everything's all good in the fucking hood under Joe Biden, which it's totally not. And of course, when the statistics and true statistics come out, people will see, oh shit, it's this ethnic group doing this, or it's this race group doing it. It's not fucking racist, dude. If the numbers are adding up, it's not fucking racist, dude. So report this shit. Report this fucking shit. Then there's New York teens murder photos went viral, prompting mom to help change the law. Can't let that picture be online. So what the fuck is going on, dude? What the fuck is going on in New York City? It's real life Gotham over there. I've been saying that for the longest. Victim slashed during fight with 2 men at New York subway. It's fucking illegal immigrant versus another illegal immigrant just slashing each other at the fucking subway. No one's doing anything about it. It's starting to look a little bit like London. That shit's being taken over. New York is being taken over. California is being taken over. Any Democrat state has been taken over. Maybe it's time to move out of California. Maybe it's fucking time. Don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's fucking time to move out. I mean, crazy shit happens. Like, in Texas. But at least in Texas, you're allowed to fucking defend yourself. In California, you're not allowed to defend yourself. People break into my house right now, and I shoot them, and I kill them. Most likely, I'll be the one going to jail, and I'll be the one charged with murder. But that's the way Gavin Newsom works. Fucking shitbag, dirtbag Gavin Newsom, and his dirtbag wife, dirtbag auntie, Nancy Pelosi. Just a crime family. Big crime family. And they figured, how can we legitimately and legally commit crime? Get into politics. So this guy who attacked Paul Pelosi with the hammer, David DePape, a 40-year prison sentence for this David DePape guy who attacked Paul Pelosi with the hammer. This guy's a fucking hero, dude. He's a fucking hero. He saw corruption. He's like, fuck that. Nothing being done about it. I'm going to take matters in my own hands. Bam. Hammer to the fucking head. Hammer attack. It's just a shame that fucking Paul Pelosi continue to fucking do his shit and the system's covering his ass when they know, like, this guy's a fucking dirtbag. But yet they're deeming the hero as the dirtbag. Doesn't make any fucking sense. So I think the only way in the end, and maybe to combat all this, is to either you prosecute everyone, prosecute all these fucking corrupt politicians, prosecute them all, throw them all in the brink, throw them all in prison, or I'll even go as far as to say maybe we can take people like Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Paul Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, go find them and grab them by the neck and take them over to the noose, or maybe publicly execute them by way of guillotine or firing squad. So I'll go as far as to say that. But then again, this is my own personal belief. This is my own personal belief. I'm not saying to go out and do all this crime and then get yourself in trouble. But when the justice system fails, the justice needs to be taken into the citizens' own hands as they see fit, for those who are truly 100% guilty. Anyways, this has been an episode of Baylor News Network, and we'll see you guys next time.